Have you noticed this? Your home doesn't feel the same as it used to. Not smaller, not quiet because it's sad, but quiet because it feels safe. After 60, a very quiet change takes place. Not loud, not dramatic, but deeply real. You no longer find peace out there, not because the world has become worse, but because you have changed. Peace begins to appear in the most familiar place, right inside your own home. And today I want to tell you why this is not a sign of slowing down, but a sign of wisdom awakening. When we were younger, we lived on energy. We could tolerate noise, we could handle packed schedules, we could be everywhere, meet everyone, say everything. Back then, the body could endure, the mind could scatter, and we called that living fully. But after 60, something changes. Not because you've grown weaker, but because your body begins to demand honesty. Every unnecessary noise leaves an echo. Every shallow conversation drains you more than you expect. Every rush takes a little more of your precious energy. You begin to realize, not every stimulation is life, and not every kind of busyness is necessary. Take a moment to look at the world outside. It isn't bad, but it no longer fits you the way it once did. Everything moves faster, louder, more demanding. People talk a lot, but rarely listen. Everyone is rushing, yet few know where they're going. And you, after decades of living in that current, begin to feel tired. Not tired because of age, but tired because you've lived too long in a state of reaction. Reacting to schedules, reacting to expectations, reacting to things that no longer truly matter. Then, you step back home. The door closes. The outside noise softens. And for the first time that day, you let out a deep breath. At home, you don't have to react. You don't have to explain. You don't have to prove that you're okay. You can think without interruption. Move at your body's own rhythm. Sit still without feeling like you're wasting time. Staying home is not avoiding life. It is listening to what life is trying to tell you. When you were younger, you had so much energy to give. You worked long hours, socialized endlessly, traveled far without much thought, and you kept going. But after 60, your energy changes. It is no longer abundant, but it becomes deeper. Every bit of energy you have left carries meaning, not because it's limited, but because it has been refined by time. You begin to understand that not every invitation needs to be accepted. Not every conversation is worth entering. Not every problem is yours to solve. Outside, your energy is taken. Inside your home, it is restored. Staying home is like setting your soul down and allowing it to rest. There is a truth very few people say out loud. Being tired is not weakness. Being tired is a sign that you've lived long enough to know what drains you. And mental exhaustion doesn't need more activity. It needs space. Space for silence. Space where you don't have to play any role. Space to be yourself without pleasing anyone. Your home gives you that space. And then something very important happens. You begin to reclaim your right to choose. The choice to go out today or stay in. The choice of who to see and who not to. The choice to speak or remain silent. After 60, freedom is no longer about how far you can go. Freedom is not having to go when you don't want to. Your home doesn't take the world away from you. It gives you back sovereignty over your own life. When treated with respect, your home becomes something very different. A place where your soul can soften. A place where memories are gentle, not loud. A place where sunlight enters slowly, without urgency. A place where healing doesn't require effort. You don't need to travel the world to find meaning. You don't need constant stimulation to feel alive. Sometimes, sitting in your familiar chair, listening to the wind touch the window, feeling the warmth of a cup of tea in your hands, that is living. Stillness is not emptiness, it is nourishment. And there is something interesting that science quietly agrees with. Calm environments help the body recover more effectively. The heart softens its rhythm. The mind becomes clearer when it isn't overwhelmed. Not because you do less, but because you carry less stress. Peace is not only emotional, it is biological, it is spiritual, it is medicine that the body deeply understands. Every morning, you wake up in your home is a gentle reminder that you are still here. Your home has witnessed your history, your hardest days, your strongest days, and in this chapter of life, it becomes a quiet companion, not pushing, not demanding, just present when you need it. So don't rush to blame yourself for wanting to stay home more. Don't let anyone make you feel like you're shrinking. You are not shrinking. You are refining. You are not giving up on life. You are choosing a life that is gentler, more intentional, and more meaningful. Peace is not found by chasing the world. Peace is found when you dare to return to yourself. And after 60, the greatest gift you can give your life is your full presence. In the safest space there is, your home. If these words touched you, if you felt yourself named somewhere in this story, know that you are not alone. Until we meet again, walk gently with yourself.